Have you ever noticed that one guy who always calmly says, "Yeah, I'll pass," whenever there's a party, a hangout, or a late-night plan? He cancels without stress. He stays home without guilt. And when he tells the group, "You guys go ahead, I'm good," there's no sadness in his voice at all. What's interesting is, he actually looks content, and that confuses people. They start asking questions behind his back. Is he okay? Did we do something wrong? Is he antisocial? Is he boring? They slap labels on him like he's some kind of psychological puzzle that needs to be solved. But here's the truth most people miss. There are deep psychological reasons why some men genuinely enjoy staying at home. And once you understand them, everything clicks into place. In fact, some of these reasons might completely change the way you see solitude, peace, and even yourself. So, take a moment, get comfortable, because this might help you understand a man you know, or maybe even recognize something inside yourself. Let's begin. Some men love staying at home because home isn't just a place with walls and furniture. For them, home is safety. And no, that doesn't make them weak, broken, or disconnected from the world. If anything, it often means they're more self-aware than most people. Here's why. There's a massive difference between being alone and being lonely. And most people never learn to tell them apart. A lonely man feels an internal emptiness, so he looks outward to fill it. He moves constantly. He surrounds himself with noise. He seeks attention, validation, distraction, anything to escape silence. But a man who enjoys being alone, he's not running toward anything, and he's not running away from anything either. He's simply comfortable with himself. And that level of comfort is rare. Picture him on a quiet Saturday night. No loud music, no crowded room, no endless notifications, just silence. And while others might assume he's doing nothing, his mind is working deeply. He's reflecting on his life, thinking through decisions, processing emotions he never rushed past, recharging parts of himself the world constantly drains. He's having honest conversations with himself about his goals, his fears, his next move. Most people can't do that. Silence makes them uneasy, so they fill it with noise. But this man doesn't escape silence. He uses it. There's another layer to this. Look at the world around us. Everyone is constantly performing, acting successful, acting happy, acting wealthy, acting like everything is perfect. Life has quietly turned into a stage, and everyone feels pressured to play a role, especially online. But the man who stays home? He's stepped out of the show. He sees through it. He knows that much of what people display isn't real. Someone posts a photo next to something they don't own. Someone shows a lifestyle they borrowed for a weekend. Someone smiles for strangers while struggling inside. And he's simply not interested in pretending. He doesn't crave applause. He doesn't need approval. He doesn't feel the urge to impress people who don't truly know him. Staying home becomes his silent way of saying, "I don't want to perform anymore." And that decision alone requires courage. Many men who love staying home weren't always this way. At one point, they were social. They showed up. They trusted easily. They gave their energy freely. But life teaches lessons. Friendships change. People disappoint. Promises are broken. Someone they cared deeply about hurt them more than they expected. Over time, giving so much and receiving so little becomes exhausting. And slowly, home stops being just a place to sleep. It becomes a place to recover, a space where they don't have to explain themselves, a space where they don't have to be alert, a space where their heart can finally relax. At first, they tell themselves it's temporary. "I'll just stay in for a bit. I just need a break." Then weeks pass. Then months. And one day they realize something surprising. Peace feels good. Really good. And once someone tastes that kind of peace, it's hard to give it up. Here's another truth most people misunderstand. Men who enjoy their own company are often more emotionally sensitive than they appear. People mistake their quiet nature for coldness. But in reality, They feel deeply. They notice subtle shifts in tone, small changes in behavior, unspoken tension in rooms. They absorb energy easily. That's why loud environments drain them. Conflict exhausts them. Fake conversations wear them down. So instead of surviving chaos, they choose calm. They protect their space not because they dislike people, but because they feel everything. You'll also notice something unique about the way these men love. They don't hand their heart out casually. They're selective, not because they think they're better than others, but because their inner world matters to them. Their heart isn't public space, it's private. Access is earned. But when they do open up, when they let someone in, it's real. No games, no pretending, no shallow connection. They offer consistency, loyalty, emotional safety. They give others the same peace they give themselves. And here's something important. If a man like this invites you into his home, that means something. That's trust. That's him saying, I'm comfortable letting you into my safe place. And that's not a small gesture. Another pattern you'll find among these men is creativity. Think about artists, writers, musicians, programmers, deep thinkers. They all need space. Ideas grow in quiet environments. The most powerful thoughts aren't born in chaos. They're shaped in stillness. When a man prefers staying home, it often means his mind is busy building something. Planning, creating, imagining a future he hasn't shared with anyone yet. Crowds distract him. Silence fuels him. And here's a truth few people talk about. Men who love peace naturally attract women who value peace, too. They don't resonate with chaos. Constant drama feels exhausting. Attention-seeking behavior feels overwhelming. A woman who thrives on noise, conflict, or emotional turbulence won't feel comfortable in his world. But a woman who values calm, emotional safety, gentleness, respect, she feels drawn to him, and he feels drawn to her, because two peaceful people don't drain each other, they build. So if you're a man who enjoys staying at home, or you know someone like this, understand something clearly. He's not broken, he's not boring, he's not antisocial, he's intentional, he's protecting his peace, he's healing from what the world took from him, he's growing quietly. He's choosing mental clarity over noise, and that's something to respect, not question. If this resonated with you, take a moment to acknowledge it. And if you know someone this describes, maybe now you understand them a little better. Because solitude isn't emptiness. Sometimes, it's strength. And sometimes, staying home is the most honest choice a man can make.